We got a crackhead in the neighborhood?
Jesus. Is it you?
There is a fucking guy that is parking directly in front of the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And he is wandering off that little dirt path down to McCubbin Street.
That's a weird name.
I think he's going to go smoke meth in that house that we've talked about before.
Oh.
And then he'll show up and start moving things around in his car and like rolling up wire in his trunk. And then he'll disappear again. He'll come back and like change his shirt and go again. I'm not cracking. I'm Jason.
And I'm Jules.
And
we doing
a listener pick. Dark Crimes for Joel.
What are you doing?
Putting up a picture of my friend.
Joel, I don't know. I don't think there is a review, but we're doing this for you, Joel.
Yeah, you lied. That's fine.
It's okay. Only you, because you're our friend.
Yeah, it's only because you live 55 miles away. Otherwise, I'd clobber you.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, thanks, Steve.
Dark Crimes.
Yeah.
The Jim Carrey crime thriller. It's so interesting that he chose this. Like, he thought this was I don't think he likes it. He chose it because it's something weird we'd have to watch.
I guess. Oh, Joel?
Do you have a bunch of facts and figures about the movie? No? What?
I got a little bit.
It's a Jim Carrey movie.
He said a bunch. Jesus Christ. Not an Encyclopedia Britannica. It's got a tagline.
Is it, hey, did that guy piss in his pants? No, it was a Miller High Life Light.
It takes a dark mind to solve a twisted crime.
Yeah.
It had an estimated budget of 3.8 euros.
3.8 euros. You said 3.8. You left out the million.
No, I didn't.
I think so. This movie costs $9?
Gross worldwide? In dollars, USD.
You can't do that. You can't.
Hang on.
Okay.
This is what they give you on IMDb.
Okay.
$21,216.
This movie made $21,000?
Now, if you translate that to euros in 2016, it's 19,113 euro.
So it didn't do good over there?
It didn't do anything. It opened.
So crazy.
The first choice for the role of Tedek.
Who?
Tedek.
Oh, Jim Carrey?
Yeah. Was Christoph Waltz.
That would have been better.
And he was actually attached to the role. But he eventually left the project for unknown reasons. He's like, They also apparently offered the role to Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
He expressed no interest.
Why would I do that? That's not a Morgan Freeman.
Why would I do that movie? I just did 7. I ain't going to do that movie.
Way to go. I couldn't do it at all.
Eventually, Jim Carrey accepted the role. At that point, should they have moved the plot to America?
I mean, what I texted you was that one of the biggest flaws of this movie is that they're not just all speaking Polish.
Yes.
All of these people speaking with deep accents and giving varying levels of performance, trying to translate it through English. It's so fucking stupid. If they're all Polish, just have it be in Polish, and then Jim Carrey can just be the one who looks dumb or else do a good job.
Honestly, this movie is the one serious Jim Carrey role where every time I saw his face, I just couldn't take him seriously. Just felt like he was... This is a joke.
I didn't have it as bad as that, but like 50% of the time I felt that way. Where he'd be like, well, you're doing the fucking Jim Carrey thing.
Yeah.
I felt bad because like I feel like if he wasn't Jim Carrey, you know, if the Jim Carrey world didn't exist and he was Jim Carrey and this is his first movie role or he's just been a serious actor, he'd be like, okay. But you're just too used to his fucking mugging.
It's not, but his haircut is kind of similar to Lloyd.
It's Jules' birthday.
Oh, God.
This is a bad one.
Oh, boy.
Maybe this is the one I throw up on.
Honestly? Kind of just like a bomb pop.
Fuck.
Hit me with that synopsis.
No, I can't. Did we do that already?
No.
Oh. Didn't we? No, we did the drink.
Yeah. There's the synopses, right?
You want me to read it?
Yeah, it's your
yeah,
job.
Okay. Policia Detective Tadek, Jim Carrey, is consumed with the investigation into an older unsolved murder, which he believes was committed by the current police chief. Spurned on by new evidence in the form of apparent inside knowledge of a renowned pretentious writer, Tadek will have to use his dim mind to solve this dark crime. I mean, he is sorting it out. He's not that stupid. He has some poor choices. But he's stupid. He's a dumb boy.
I don't know. It feels like he's tortured and really torturing his family.
It's like a real dumb 8mm.
He's sort of investigating a crime for a murder of a guy found in a river.
He's been pushed off to desk duty though, right?
He was disgraced.
Yeah, what was the deal?
No idea.
They don't tell us. They
also don't. Is his wife embarrassed of it, or is he just actively driving her away?
I don't know what the fuck's going on, but they do the service of not painting everything for you right away, filling you in on all the details right away. So for a good chunk of this movie, not a good chunk, but the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I'm like, so what's going on now? what exactly? Who are these people?
Yeah,
what's happening?
Obviously, I think this was sort of inspired by Girl with a Dragon Tattoo.
This came before that.
No, it didn't. Much after it.
What?
Both versions.
Really?
Yeah.
When did this thing come out?
2016.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah. You believe that?
I thought it was like 2007, 2006.
There was a split second where I was like, is this the last Jim Carrey movie? Because he's left for painting and shit. Like, is this the one?
No,
it's not.
Doing things.
Yeah, he's been around. He's looking into a murder of a guy who was in a river who he thinks was killed by a police officer who is at this time now the police chief.
And he's in contact with the commissioner? Who's that other guy who's the worst actor is probably perfectly fine in his native language?
Why are you still here? Your shift's over. You're up to something? Are you still following Gregor?
The guy that cornered him,
taking over at the end.
Yeah, because he corners him in the evidence room.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It fucking sucks.
Investigating a crime without.
Everybody's looking directly at not directly, but pretty much right at the camera in this movie.
Yeah, and then he goes, "Don't worry, I'll help you clear your name." Like, what the fuck's going on here? It feels, God, I don't know what it feels like. It almost just feels like they're like, "Hey, you have a Polish accent? Yeah, speak these lines directly to the camera." Because every ancillary character just stands there. It's like a video game.
But how do you feel about, I mean, is that an interesting device? What's happening there?
Officially, you don't work on this anymore. Your history. Keep the files. Work on it remotely. I know he's guilty.
I don't think it is, but I don't know. So Jim Carrey's disgraced.
Yeah.
For reasons unknown. Do we ever know?
And he's got a daughter that we see one time, but then just his wife the rest of the time?
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
And they're all eating dinner, so I'm like, they cool. He's just buried in work. He's watching porno. The guy's got those porno tapes. Like, hey, why did you keep these?
The sex cave?
I like a watcher. Yeah, the cage.
Well, and then...
There was a room called the Cage where they did shit with chicks. It sort of seemed like the women were just allowing it because they're being paid. It didn't seem like torture or...
But then, like, when they leave, it seems like they're marching them back to jail cells?
Maybe.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're smacking their butts and they're watching them trib. And the police chief is there and Jim Carrey's in his car in the parking lot. And then he follows him home and he drives by. And that's when the title pops up on the guy's front fence. Okay. But so all of a sudden, he doesn't know, I can't prove anything. And then he finds out, oh, wait a second, this author dude, he's describing shit that's similar.
Is he in the tapes too? He's going to the place too, right? No? I make that up?
See, I don't think so. And the way he described it, I thought, oh, what they're showing us on the tape is going to be almost verbatim what he's describing in his book.
No.
It's not.
No, it's, you know.
It's like, just, I don't know. So he's listening to the book on tape.
Her hair was matted with blood and semen, her feet and wrists clotted and raw from the metal cuffs nailing her to the bed. Here she had no name.
And the guy's like super pretentious.
That guy sucks. They
does.
shouldn't have picked that guy. I don't like that guy.
There's only one idea that matters. Nothing is real.
He's the dad in Cuckoo.
Beth, Alma, this way, please.
He's so like smug and slimy and irritating.
Yeah.
I'm above it all.
He's the smug and slimy, irritating guy in Aeon Flux. So he somehow's like, okay, this guy knows stuff, and they just arrest him immediately.
His chapters he's reading are like verbatim the murder, and nobody's supposed to have that information. What?
They're about the sex cage.
Your novel. Same victim, same location, same means of death. Only a police officer or the killer could know those facts.
No, I thought they're about the murder.
I think they're about the sex cage room.
I don't think so. They're about the murder. Why would you arrest him for the sex cage room?
I don't know.
There's no crime committed there.
There you go.
It's about the murder.
Okay. So, but they do arrest him, but they're like not really asking him any pertinent questions.
Shouldn't I yell at you? You've been drinking? I'm
Maybe.
so sorry.
Yeah. This is what happens.
It's your birthday. I'm abusive.
I can't do the show. I can't work under these conditions. But he goes, I'll sue you. Your first mistake. And they let him go, and he just goes right to the press. They beat me. They tried to throw me out of a window. They were making fun of my nipples.
He's got long guys.
He does.
Really, really long guys. It's like gummy worms.
He's got some Robert Longos in the shirts. And
He does go all out.
He says shit that's like, dude, it's Poland. The police don't do that.
No, it's so wildly fabricated because Jim Carrey never even yells at him.
Plus, I'm sure they recorded the interrogation.
Jim Carrey looks at him. He says, "This is not about the sex cage. This is about that murder you committed."
Yeah.
See what I'm doing there?
Uh-huh.
And he doesn't yell.
Jim Carrey follows him around in his Jetta. Everybody drives a Volkswagen. One guy drives a Volkswagen, but they actually black out the emblem because he's a really bad guy, I guess. They don't want to be associated with that. The author was married. His wife was married. His wife wants nothing to do with him now. In fact, she's disgusted by the thought of the fact that she was his wife.
Who's that? Charlotte Gainsbourg?
No, the woman before that. He goes to her house.
Hello.
Tell me about your husband. I already told you. I don't want to talk about it. It's gross. You remember that? So then he goes to see that he's with Charlotte Gainsbourg, but not really, even though they have two kids. It's almost like an Elon Musk kind of thing. He's just throwing his seat around. And Charlotte Gainsbourg sees Jim Carrey. He's doing this in his car, looking out the window. And then after 5 or 6 seconds, he goes, rolls up the window and drives away.
I zoned out staring at her, and I realized she's looking at me. I gotta get out of here.
And so, like, the cop guy that is his guy, he's like, look, you want to break the law? I don't care. I'll help you bust this guy.
Ooh, there's still some in this one.
So he goes, here's a video or an audio recording device of some sort. Maybe just go plant it, even though whatever you get on there will be inadmissible. Just go do that. And his wife is like, why are you not here? I love you, but I don't. He even sees her undressing later in the movie, and she closes the door.
Yeah,
because they're not sleeping together.
I don't know what to say about the relationship.
I don't either. And he really does not need to treat her that way. He could just be like, look, this shit's weighing on me, but let me grind on your butt.
I do this move,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes,
ew, the fuck?
And I'm like, bye.
What just touched me? Garbage?
The relationship's no good.
No, it's no good. But so he breaks into the house to plant the tape.
This is horrifying.
And he's there with her.
My parents will bring Hannah tomorrow.
I know, you told me already.
She goes, I told you to leave. And she starts taking her panties down at this place. And then she starts fucking on him. And Jim Carrey just...
Do you say fucking on him in your regular life? Because in that Basic Instinct episode, you keep talking about fucking on him.
George Zunda's like, you're all fucked up, man. You need to get... She's got the pussy on you, man.
She got the pussy
People
on
are looking at him. What the fuck you looking at?
She got the pussy on you, man.
Yeah. That's, to me, the appropriate terminology when the woman initiates the sex. Because she's fucking on him. Right. She's not.
What did you drop?
Everything. She's not fucking. She's fucking him, but she's not fucking him. She's fucking on him.
Right.
You know, whatever.
Okay.
And they're really going at it. And so then Jim Carrey gets out of there.
That's
I don't know if he ever
terrifying.
plants the bug or not.
I don't think he does. I think it's really scary to, when I break into people's homes,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing more scary than when they come back and I got to sneaky snake around.
Right. And they're being intimate, so you kind of want to be there. But, you should probably get out of there.
Man, them being intimate is probably the only way you actually get out of there.
Yeah, 'cause they can't
people
hear
are
anything.
Focused
Yeah.
on each other.
But Jim Carrey comes back, and he's interrogating her. At some point, she divulges that she knew he was there. She says, like, oh, you were here the other night. He didn't know you were here.
They were pretty close to him.
That's what he
you
said.
kind of think you would pick up on like a smell maybe. Or
Yeah.
A vibe and energy.
Yeah.
Is that some hippie shit?
And she closes her kids in the room, turns around, and starts taking her dress off
Yeah.
to reveal the fact that she's whipped up.
You like that? You got whipped. Don't whip me.
Inappropriate boner.
Oh, really? You're into the poor whipped lady.
Kind of.
She's seducing him on
Because
purpose.
she's shaking her little booty,
Yeah.
looking back.
This is a trap.
And I'm thinking to him, like, you need to leave.
Of course.
Because you don't have a condom.
That's the issue.
No,
You've
because-
got the murderer's sex worker girlfriend is luring you into fucking her. You get
Right.
out of there.
That's what I mean. Because there's no condom, you're going to do it, inseminate her, and now there's evidence.
Because of the baby?
No, because of the semen. But the author, when he's interrogating him, at one point he goes, "You raped her."
Yeah.
He smashes his head on the fucking, which seems like,
And then he's like, interview over.
Yeah.
This fucking movie.
that's what I mean. How do they say it's not rape? How do you prove it's not rape? If they,
Right. It
if
was
they
a
say
trap.
that, right?
They can say whatever they want.
They can, and he fell for it.
and it might even
And
be
he's
rape
just,
because there's a power imbalance. It's inappropriate.
And she goes, "Hurt me."
Yeah, and he starts
And he's
hitting
just,
her.
"Shh."
That's terrible.
Shh.
Inappropriate boner.
And
Whose voice is that?
that's me.
That does not sound like.
I'm a master of voices, Jason.
Can we do a check-in on the inappropriate boner movie?
Yeah.
This is an odd movie because why did anybody pick a Polish crime moody drama to be a mainstream Jim Carrey movie? Jim Carrey's not terrible in this. I honestly think it's 90% of it's our baggage we're bringing to it. But he's like, why would you think you could do this?
Honestly, you would just think, did you learn nothing from number 23?
I was born at 11:12 p.m. 11 plus 12. 23. My birthday, 2-3. Driver's license, social security number. It's all 23.
I mean, that movie got lambasted.
Jim Carrey, people like it when you do a heartfelt movie.
You do an Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Truman Show.
We're there.
People even...
The Matinee?
People like, no, it's The Majestic. You're thinking of the John Goodman
I'd
movie.
see it in a matinee.
I've never even seen The Majestic, but people like it, right?
Is Matinee with
It's-
like the shock movies
That's-
from the 50s?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Some of it's stage lighting, some of it's magic show stuff. But the big studios, none of them have anything like it.
John Goodman, right? Don't they all get locked in the...
Electrocute the chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So this is when the movie starts just trying to maybe shock you.
I
with
mean,
its
it was trying to
depiction of
shock you with
sex.
like the nudity in the beginning too, like dangling naked women on chains. This is
I
like
guess.
some Fear.com bullshit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because they give you glimpses of the depravity that people are into, but it's not really that egregious. It's just...
No.
It isn't until she goes to see the police chief that you're not sure if that was rape or not. So now he's just wrapped up in it. He's doing stuff he shouldn't be doing. People are driving by his house. His wife, basically, all of a sudden one night, Charlotte Gainsbourg shows up with her daughter.
Seems like a trap.
I think there are people in our house.
They're following us. When she says that, are you like, yeah, it's Jim Carrey. He's been in your house. You already talked about it.
I thought he was just going to be like, she's going to stay here tonight. And the mom would be like, cool, we have a daughter. They have a daughter.
They have like I think their daughter's an adult daughter.
You think so? She seemed like, I don't know.
I don't know. You never see her again. I just spit it.
And even when you see her originally, it's just from the side and like out of focus.
The fact that we never see her again, I was like, oh, she's an adult and she just came by to eat with him.
Yeah, so he goes, I'm going to take her home.
I think when you're old, you're just hopeful your kids will come over and eat with you and talk to you a little bit.
Yeah, you hope they're as good as
you.
Mm-hmm.
You were nice.
I am nice.
My mom just said mean things to me over the phone.
Yeah, you slammed it down, bitch. He is taking care of his mom.
Oh my God, this is one of the most amazing things in this movie. In the very beginning, he goes over to his mom's house, and she's like,
It's hot.
Thank you, Tarek. Promise I won't die alone.
I promise.
Swear on your life.
promise me I will not die alone. He's like, of course, mother, you will not die alone. It's so fucking heavy-handed and stupid, and you're immediately like, oh, this bitch is going to die alone.
I forgot all about her. Much like Jim Carrey. So when that scene...
That's a good one.
When that scene is occurring, I rewound it 3 or 4 times because I thought it was his reaction to something that had happened. And it keeps getting to that point, and I keep zoning out. And I'm just like, I'm missing what's happening here. And then finally, I was just like, fuck it. And then you see her body. And I was like, oh, yeah.
It's disturbing. To see her dead on the ground, it's
probably
disturbing.
For days.
But also hysterical due to the foreshadowing earlier. Hysterical at first, and then like, well, that's actually pretty.
You had one job.
She looks upset laying on the ground.
It's like she's trying to get to the door.
But then it's paired with him crying hysterically. And
after riding that really weird elevator. You remember that thing?
No.
It's like a basket with like a lawn chair in it. I thought it originally it was what takes you from the evidence catacombs up to the police precinct.
It goes from the police precinct to his home. This is a nightmare land.
I don't know, man, because he's in it and then he's falling down in her apartment because she's dead.
Is that shit not over the top hilarious?
It is.
That his mom is fucking dead on the ground.
At this point, I was just like, you know what? Fuck this movie.
Fuck it. She was in this movie for 2 minutes. She begged him.
Yeah.
To not let her die alone. You completely forget she exists.
We needed missed calls.
Yeah.
We needed his wife. Have you checked on your mother? None of that shit.
What'd she die of? Just being old?
I don't know. Not feeding her? I mean...
No, she's... she's not a gerbil.
Because she's on the floor.
I think she's had a heart attack or whatever and was trying
Maybe.
to creep and crawl for a phone. It's horrible. That's how life is, right?
So Jim Carrey at this point... I mean, the weird thing is that he's not really actively uncovering things. To me, it felt like.
No, he had like the one idea and he's following it.
He's just breaking the law.
It's starting to fall apart.
Yeah, left and right. He's fucking that chick. The guy knows he's fucking on her. And ultimately, he's like, look, bitch, I'm going to jam you up if you don't just tell me what the fuck. So she signs a statement that he wrote that says the author did it. So then he goes to the author and he goes, yeah, she flipped on you, homie. What do you think about that? And he goes, yes, I did do it. Let me sign this thing. And then a news article comes out. No, something comes to light that somebody involved, the author wasn't in town at the time of that guy's death.
I think it was before this.
Whatever. So he goes to talk to the guy and he goes, I'm police chief now. I don't really give a shit. I used you. I'm about to tan.
I set all this shit up.
So sue me. And he goes, oh, you know what? I'm going to give this information to the news. And the news reports on it. This just in. that guy that's committed the crime wasn't in town at the time. Shocking. Nothing happens.
You just want to skip to the end?
Jim Carrey goes home and he finds his wife's left him.
Oh, no, because I actually found this to be a really...
She said she's going to leave him, by the way.
Okay.
When he's taking Charlotte Gainsbourg home.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like Charlotte Gainsbourg shows up with her kid, and he's like, honey, I have to help these people.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, if you go with them, I'm going to leave you. And he's like, okay, see you later.
You're not leaving.
The look on her face, though, like, that's really effective. Really?
She's like,
you're choosing them over me, your wife?
I'm your wife.
30 years. He's not from there. He's not from Poland. Poland.
So she's gone now. She's a gone girl.
Oh.
And then he finds that his mother is also a gone girl. And then he goes to see Charlotte Gainsbourg again, and
he follows her to like a warehouse.
It's another cage room.
It's like Bernard, Brad Pitt in The Favor, where he's got that loft, the artist loft. He like goes in there and he's like, tell me what's up.
Well, he goes, nobody's here. She goes, they come later.
Ooh.
The freaks. It's the new cage.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That is really what's going on?
It's the new cage. And she gives him like a little shot of vodka.
Nick is gone. Luke is here.
He takes it.
It's a little cage joke.
And then we don't see him. We see her. And she's confessing. She's like, look, I actually killed that guy. He likes to get strangled while fucking.
Mm-hmm.
I was strangling on him, and
he's a real piece of shit, and I just decided not to stop strangling.
Fuck him.
I kept going till the light were gone. The light were gone, and he eyes.
Yeah, this is the life I lead. I like fucking on dudes, I guess, and being abused. And then it cuts to behind her looking at him, and he's dead.
Yeah, Jim Carrey way dead.
She poisoned him, apparently. And then the movie abruptly ends.
Julian, I said, what's in that cup?
They're going to like, get the fuck out of here. This movie's over.
Straight ethanol.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, something potent, because it was just a shot.
This movie's not good.
This movie sucks.
I like that he died.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Because honestly, he's a piece of shit.
He's a super piece of shit.
It's just he's Jim Carrey the whole time, so it just feels like not.
Remember when he was Truman?
Yeah.
You liked him as Truman, right? But he's you're not a big Truman fan? You're an Harris fan? You're a bad guy? Yeah, whatever. This movie's a pretty big piece of shit.
I mean, a real misfire.
But even like the mystery is not very good. The reveal that she murdered him is it's okay.
It's interesting enough.
But that whole author subplot sucks. That guy sucks. All of that sucks. The murder mystery of this movie is terrible.
Yeah, because it almost feels like he's just an asshole. But he would never have killed anybody. And when he's listening to that audiobook, it's sexually graphic.
And he's listening to it at breakfast with his wife.
She goes, what the fuck?
Why would you be playing this murder rape tape?
And she goes, please turn it off. And he goes,
what?
And he grabs it and he leaves. I'm going to listen to it in the car. It's like, what
you
the
stifle me, bitch. He's so fucking stupid.
Why can't you be happy for me?
Yeah, okay. What do you get, 10? Joel, do you like this movie? What is happening here?
Yeah, Joel, you got to leave another review and explain yourself.
I don't understand why you made us watch this movie. What'd you give it?
A 5.5.
What did I give it?
A 5.
Yep. All right, that's that. You too could
get this treatment.
Review the podcast with words, not just stars
or emojis.
Say, boy, I like those. We doing filmographies, old men, not boys.
No, we ain't boys.
Review it and then tell us what you want us to do.
Yes.
We don't give a fuck.
No.
That's it.
Yeah, Linktree hotline.
Oh, yeah.
Dateline.
Okay, 763-634-1897. Leave a voicemail. Text us, 763-634-1897. There's 3 cameras. You look at them all.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell them the email address?
Gmail.com.
That is the base of it.
Yeah, we do it filmographies at gmail.com.
My name is Jason.
One more thing.
Oh, please.
That's my Columbo impersonation.
Good night.
Good night.